Salt domes and salt glaciers are unusual natural formations found in the Zagros Mountains of Iran. These amazing landforms are made from salt that slowly rise through the Earth's layer over millions of years. Salt domes are round, mushroom-shaped hills made when salt buried deep under the ground pushes upward through the layers of rock. Salt is lighter than most rocks, so it moves up, forming a dome shape on the surface. In the southern part of Zagros Mountains, these are more than 130 salt domes. These have played a big role in shaping the landscapes of the mountains, which are one of the world's best examples of folded mountain systems. Salt glaciers are slow-moving flows of salt that come out of salt domes and spread downhill, similar to how ice glaciers move. This happens when the rising salt reaches the surface. Because salt can bend and flow under pressure, it moves like a thick liquid. The term salt glacier was used because these salt flows behaves like real glaciers made of ice. A rising columns of salt called a Diapir feeds the salt glacier. These glaciers are made of salt, gypsum, and hydrite and clay. Beside domes and glaciers, there are also salt caves, including the world's longest salt cave, over 6.4 kilometers long in Namakdan mountain. Salt valleys, sinkholes, and salt springs. Salt forms deep underground. Over the time, layers of rock and dirt build up above the salt, becoming heavier and more compressed. But salt keeps the same density. Because of the difference in density, salt begins to rise. When salt breaks through the surface, it can form a salt glacier. There are three main ways that salt rise. The active diapirism, when the salt rises and pushes the layers above it upward. Passive diapirism, salt stays near the surface and layers build around it. Reactive diapirism, due to the stretching of the Earth's crust, the upper layer becomes thin and weak, letting salt rise. Salt glaciers are an important part of salt tectonics, which is the study of how salt shapes the Earth's crust. Salt moves when pressure is uneven or when other geological forces act on it. The movement depends on the strength of the rock above the pressure from the salt below. The Zagros Mountains are in a very active tectonic zone. The Arabian and Euro-Asian plates are slowly pushing against each other. This movement helps salt layer rise and form domes and glaciers. Salt domes are also important in the search for oil and gas. When salt pushes up, it bends the rock layers above it. This can trap oil and gas, making these places good for drilling and energy production. So that's why salt domes are very valuable in the oil and gas industry. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.